So, you clicked on this video because chances are you're in a slump. I know how you feel. You're tired, overwhelmed, and motivation is nowhere to be found.
But today,
We're going to pull ourselves out of this rut together and make sure it's not just a quick fix, but real long-term progress, one step at a time. Let's get into it.
So what is a slump and why am I experiencing it? So being in a slump basically means that you've hit a dip, not just in your mood, but in your motivation as well. So now everything starts to feel like a chore, even the things that you normally would enjoy. You might notice that you're not as excited about your work, well, the work that you're normally excited to do, your hobbies, or even hanging out with the people that you love. It's like your energy and enthusiasm just left. But the good news is that most slumps are temporary, but if you don't address them, they can stick around for a lot longer than you'd like. And when we examine slumps through a psychological lens, they are actually your brain responding to stress and other external factors in a very predictable way. Because when you're in a slump, your dopamine levels drop. Dopamine is called the motivation or reward chemical because it drives you to seek out things that feel rewarding. Now, when it drops, everything feels meh, and you lose the excitement to do things you normally enjoy. At the same time, cortisol, the stress hormone, tends to increase if life feels overwhelming or uncertain. Your brain is wired for survival first and happiness second. So when you're stressed or exhausted, your brain prioritizes keeping you safe and conserving energy instead of chasing joy or big goals. This is why you might feel like lying in bed all day. It's your brain going into energy saving mode. Now let's talk about why the slump is taking place. So it's usually a combination of stuff piling up, such as decision fatigue. Remember, you made a tiny million choices today, and now your brain circuits are fried. Then there's overload. Life is throwing way too much at you and your nervous system is like, nope, I need a break. Tiny stress bombs like the dishes, the notifications, that text you didn't reply to. Each one is small, but together they weigh a ton. Then we have lack of motivation, mental and emotional fatigue, lack of self-care or rest, loss of interest or boredom, comparison and external pressure. Oh, and let's not forget life transitions and uncertainty. To get out of a slump, you need to take small steps like start off by changing your routine, engaging in physical activity, connecting with loved ones, journaling, seeking inspiration from external resources,
like how you clicked on this video,
reset your space, get sunlight or fresh air, limit social media and dopamine hits, do a sensory, and if you'd like, pick one small task and finish it. I mean, a tiny win is still a win. But most importantly, acknowledge and accept the feelings that are associated with the slump. Focus on self-care basics like sleep and a balanced diet. Preventing the slump before it hits. I would consider this to be strategic brain hacking. So I've done a list of all the things that I've researched to help preventing slumps before they actually happen. It's daily dopamine, mini resets, energy mapping, micro detox from social comparisons, scheduling breaks before you need them, one of my favorite, creating a realistic to-do list, having non-negotiable self-care habits, another one of my favorites, and lastly, get rid of things that are wasting your time and your energy. Like, who has time for that? We don't need those in our lives. We really don't. Please remember that slumps are signals and not failures. So please stop believing all of those negative thoughts about you when you're in a slump. That voice in your head that says,
I'm lazy, I'm a failure,
I'm not good enough.
that's not true. That's just a slump talking. A slump doesn't define you. It's not a reflection of your worth or who you are as a person. You are human, and part of being a human is having highs and lows. This is just a low. It's not your whole life. So instead of being harsh on yourself, show yourself some compassion. Yes, there always has to be something about compassion in these videos. Speak to yourself the same way you would to a friend who's going through a hard time. You deserve kindness, especially from yourself. Mind shift number 1 is to stop thinking that you're stuck in this and remember that it's temporary. Number 2 is instead of thinking that you're lazy, think, I just need to rest or a reset. Number 3 is I'm not falling behind because my timeline is my own. And number 4 is instead of thinking that you hate yourself, shift to I deserve compassion right now. And number 5 is action creates motivation. Remember, slumps do happen, but they're temporary. And now you have all the tricks and the tips to get you moving. I hope you all found today's video to be helpful. I know I did when I was preparing for this video. I learned some very interesting things. Yeah, make sure to give it a like and to share it with anyone who might find it to be helpful. Subscribe for some more self-development videos and for different types of videos every week, because we don't stick to the same videos. Yeah, I get bored easily.